Hello. As you saw in the trailer that I posted yesterday, I will be known as Meema McLiving Healthy on this channel. Today, the topic I'd like to talk a little bit about is my weight loss journey. Now, I know some of you don't like the word journey, but for right now, that's what I call it. For most of my life, I've struggled with my weight. The first diet I remember being on, I was 12. Now, I'm not going to go into all my diets today, but that's the first one I really remember going on. And probably in early 2013, I developed a problem with my left ankle and foot that made it necessary for me to wear a boot for 3 or 4 months. And then, after I had worn the boot for a little while, my right foot got plantar fasciitis. I realized that if I didn't do something about my weight, that I might be in a wheelchair in as short as a year. So that whole year, the year of 2013, I began to prepare myself to lose weight. I began to shape my mind into believing that I could do it. For most of my adult life, I haven't had much self-confidence, and this was no different. I had been on several diets. I'd been unsuccessful and gained the weight back plus extra. So I began to pray. As you'll find out on my channel, I do pray. I'm not ashamed of that. I believe in prayer. I believe that God has a purpose for all of us. And my husband and I began to pray about it because he had, in his old age, developed a weight problem also. He had bad knees, and in 2013 he had both of his knees replaced. So we decided that our year to lose the weight was going to be 2014. So as we went through that year, we prayed about it, and I really thought that we would be led to a faith-based weight loss program. But God, that's not His plan for me. His plan for me was to join Weight Watchers, and He made it evident by constantly it being thrown up into my face through commercials, through other people that were doing it that had had success. So that's what we did. On January the 9th, I joined Weight Watchers. I weighed in at 213 pounds. I'm only 5'3½". That's quite a bit for this short of a body. And my husband joined January the 13th. And we had great success with Weight Watchers. We did struggle some. I'm not going to say it was perfect, but we did. We were each other cheerleader, and we didn't have the perfect living situation at that time. Our daughter and granddaughter was living with us every other week, and so sometimes it was hard to balance out what our meals were going to be, but we were able to do it. There was a great community on the Weight Watcher website at the time. By the way, I'll call it Weight Watchers because that's what it was when I joined. I'm trying to start calling it WW, but I will still call it Weight Watchers, I'm sure, for the time being anyway. We joined. We followed the point system. We tracked everything. I was determined. I got my mind ready to lose weight, and I was determined to try to give it the best try that I could. And by October of 2014, I had reached my first goal weight of 137 pounds. We're online only, so I didn't have the lifetime possibility. I just was not ready to go on maintenance at that time, so I continued to lose weight and got down to around 125, and that's when I decided, okay, this is where I want to stop. And my husband by that time had pretty much reached his goal that he had determined he wanted to get down to. And even though it was not easy, we saw great progress in weight loss. Now, if that was the whole story, we would be a roaring success. But here's where the problem comes. Maintenance comes after weight loss, and that's a whole different ballgame. I'll get into that in another video, but for right now, I just wanted to talk about that Weight Watchers is doable. Weight Watchers is a plan that fit my lifestyle. Things were helter-skelter some of the times when we were in those early months, but because of the tracking, because of the scanner app, which I love the scanner app, it gave me ideas on what I wanted to eat. It shaped my way of thinking on what was the best thing to choose. And at the time that we joined, it was points plus. So a lot of the foods that are 0 point foods now were not at the time. Chicken, eggs, beans, corn, all of them had points assigned to them. Now I did have, the whole time I was losing weight, I had 26 points plus. And so that's the beginning of my story. I hope you'll want to find out the rest of it, because there is. That was only through about February of 2015. And as you know, that's 4 years ago. And I look forward to sharing more of my journey with you, more of my tips, more of my strategies that has helped me to stay within a healthy goal weight for most of the time for these last 4 years. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, like the video, leave a comment down below. I'm very interested on knowing whether you think this is going to work or not. And I look forward to you getting to know me, and hopefully I'll get to know you too. Goodbye.